So we should be live, hopefully. Um, I was getting nervous that I somehow connected to the wrong channel, but yeah, we're live. Um, yeah, welcome back to Fusion 30, your favorite weekly Nuke tournament. Totally not because it's the only weekly Nuke tournament, but whatever. Okay, I'm totally prepared for this, as people usually are. I didn't update stats. They may or may not be outdated by a week or two. But you know, our first two players are Mandragola and Kepsi. Mandra is definitely, as I've heard, a King of Stackers veteran. And Kepsi, you know, epic efficient cheese race. You know her. Real. Oh my god, I need to swap this. Ah! Totally prepared. That is the wrong screen. Anyways, yeah, the first set of the day. 1 out of 3. We only have 3 players. I saw Lucas Strecon sign up after it ended. I was like already done with everything. Oh my god, I should. I'm sorry. That happens. Moment. I totally have to remember how to commentate now. Capsy's board is pretty clean. Bottom for board. One of these T-spinnings. Mandra forces a DS through his cheese, though I think he'll be fine. Yeah. Capsy going for this S-spin. Unclean. But fixes it with a J-spin. Really nice sequence. Both players going down. Mandra's a bit of a stall. Is there like a bunch of garbage on his side? No, he's just thinking. I mean, fair enough. In fact, he's gonna find that L-spin double. Looking for this prophecy, but the T comes a bit too early. No J piece in sight. Mandragora is gonna top out, and the first point goes to Kepsi. MKO from both players. Oh my god, so original. Kepsi down stacks. Mandra trying to convert here. I mean, the S-spin single into the triple. I mean, it works. Kind of an awkward position for Mandra, but given the right cue she does have, you can easily make it out. Kepsi, meanwhile, just keeping up the pressure at the bottom for board, T-spinning back to back to back. Combo zone is not there to save Mandragola. She takes another point. Any TKIers? Real? Oh my god. Mandra Palm Tree edition. Palm Tree except his T and S piece. Real? I'm joking. Maybe it's a acacia tree now. Who knows? Mandra with this Z-spin double into quad setup. Not gonna complete that count to 4 though. Though Kepsi is on the was on the down stack for that period of time, so it's not like it's any fatal mistake or anything. Kepsi going for that L-spin single into the down stack. Is it gonna pan out for her? It's looking kind of close, but it looks like she has a way out. With the Z-spin, oh yeah, it's so over. Man, just at the top of the board. You can't make that T-spin, that's illegal. TCO, Kepsi gets it first. I'm like audible, right? Yeah, I should be. Wait, where's the why is there something that says background in freaking audio things for OBS, even though there's waiting music? Azura, what the heck? It's like Capsy's gonna take another point and just a PCO into this TSS. I mean, Magic can go for that 180 to TSS, but he doesn't. Capsy with a little bit of a float. Manjo with the I spin single. Pretty sure that was a single. I can count. Oh, Manjo just got caught up stacking basically. Ouch. You know, it's been a long day. By long, I mean it's same old 24 hours. Lol. Capsy with the Z spin. Oh, but the failed Z spin on Capsy's side. Has the S spin single. Pretty swag. NGL. I mean, so far it's fairly even. Capsy has the S spin. Manager hitting the T spin. You know. It's just that pause again. I mean, this is kind of awkward. Manager finds the S into O-Scam. Crazy. Oh my god, Manager kind of forced that kick wall, but I think his stack is able to tank a little bit extra. Force to waste I. I mean, Capsy's still up stacking. Oh my god. Power stack on Capsy's side. TSS quad TSD into another TSS quad. Manager needs that combo zone bailout, and it looks like he doesn't have it. Hi, Botchess. Very super. Oh my god, is that Remy? Real? A reminder. I need to remind myself to be okay. And to not be late with fusion. Yes. And you're going all the way down. Has this else spin set up? I mean, Mancho's the one with the garbage right now. It looks like he is going to find the DS. I'm noticing Capsy's been staying like significantly lower in her board most of the time. It's probably because of the speed gap that's present. Though not very low right now. Capsy with the TSS. Into quad. With the 180 J spin. Hello. Oh, the funny 180. Alspin, what is Mandra's board? There's a Z-spin double here. As long as you can get to it. I mean, that Alspin isn't complete. Capsy's gonna take it as a sweep, 7-0. And yeah, that's our first set of the day. Crazy. You know, nothing. I wouldn't say anything. You know what? I'll do it in a slightly different order because I'm feeling funny today. Bot chess. Mandragola up now. I love feeling funny. No, they didn't like my feeling funniness. Oh, they already started. Let me just show this. Oop. Let me get everything right. You're probably all in the room watching how I think about it. Oh god. Oh, sorry! I just bumped my mic. Bump. Speaking of bumping, Botchus with the infinite soft drop stats. Bumping Mandragola up on the board. Now with the Among Us strats. Crazy. The Among Us Imp Cross. Mandragola firing back with an STSD. And Botchus unsussying himself. Nice J-spin single from Mandra. But Botchus has this nice little 7-2 going. Very LSTE. They say one may LST in this kind of stack. Waste T though, SMH. Mandra has that TSD into quad. Gonna be actually sending Botchus there, despite Botchus' down stack. In fact, Mandra is really clean right now. Has this dono. I mean, Botchus is going to tank a lot here. Think about what to do. Finds the S-spin. Botchus with that survival. Into the Z-spin. Double, if I can count. I can totally count. Oh, and there might have been a mishold on Mandra. That was an S-spin, but the L instead. Yeah, it looks like it's over. Botchus taking the first point. Botchus pulling out the palm tree. Both players admiring the palm tree. Botchus continuing to palm tree. What? Excuse me. Finds the dono out. You know, they say when it comes to palm trees, you're by the beach. So, yeah, that makes sense. Somehow Botchus is perfectly okay after that. In fact, sending Mandra all the way to the top with a bit of a counter spike. MKO from both players. They both take MKO first PC. I thought they were copying each other for a second. What the heck? Botchus almost washing machine. So sad. You know. Botchus blarging that T-spin. Remember that was a thing when Blarg would do that with every single one of his T-pieces. The good old days. Botchus now spamming rotate buttons. Hitting that down stack. Mandra push to the top but fairly clean. Finds the quadra. Unfortunately, kind of forced to put an eye in an awkward position. Botchus with the C spin, except it's an L. It's a, I mean, J piece instead. It wasn't even clean. Crazy. It's like it's not really a C spin at that point. It's more like a sad spin. Botchus getting that O spin after much rotation, deliberation, as they say. You know, when it comes to fusions, there's always something happening, which is why you should totally join. I mean, Mandra has the down stack. I think he has a combo zone out. Yeah, it looks like he does. Has that quad, but still gonna tank a bunch. Botch just managing to send, especially with that Elspin single at the end to confirm that kill. Botchess proceeding to play score attack TEC with some ST stacking. Madrigal kind of in a sticky situation with that eyepiece over the well. Is this actually going to work? Forced to waste eye there. Madrigal has another one. The Botchess is still going. Botchess has successfully beaten Mandragola in score attack. Yes. Again with the palm tree. Mandragola coming in with the TKI. Very standard. Botchess liking his board symmetrical. Fair enough. But finally starts to break out of it with that little bit of a Elspin. Botchess setting up this funky TSS into 2 L-spins into the S-spin. Oh my god. But Mandra is going to be able to down stack at the same time, but it still sends him all the way to the top of his board. I don't think Mandra can survive that sequence from Botchess and the pressure afterwards. Palm tree again from Botchess. We live in a palm society. The freaking eye spin. Oh my god. It looks, so far Mantra's looking fine. Has this down stack. Botchess PC parity, but misdrops that J piece. Unfortunate. You know, it might be super unfortunate to the point where Botchess might have to do an Among Us at the earliest possible moment. No, I am not doing this. Botchess with the O spin. Botchess failing at this O spin. Mandragola going down. Botchess's O piece decided that it ate enough sugar for one day. I mean, Botchess had it for like once at like the very beginning, and then it kind of never happened again. But you know, it's fine, it's fine. Botchess has this TSD into a float. Oh, with that awkward L piece. I mean, Mandra's not really in a position to pressure, so I think Botchess will be fine. Mandra hitting the J spin. Botchess with the 9-0 convert. Rip that misdropped O piece. Mandra is pushed to the top though. Mandra doesn't tank there. What is Botchess's board? Like, hello? The freaking... The L spin into S spin, but the overhang was a bit too wide for the S spin. Oh no. Botchess with another very symmetrical looking opener. Misdrops that eyepiece though. Manages to finagle that eyepiece over. That is some expert eyepiece movement under SRSX. Totes. I mean, there's crossing your eyes, and then there's this. Like, like trying to see things by like stereoscope is weird. Okay, I've tried it before. Botchess takes that 7-1, and now we're going into our final match of the day as soon as I write that down, because as you know, I am a scribe. I work for the ancient Babylonians in the city of Sumer. I write in cuneiform, and I shall stop with this bit. Next up is Botchess versus Kepsi. As soon as I do a bit of this this, and they're already at it. Oh my god, give me a chance, you guys. Finagle. Oh, it's a word I use. It's totally part of the English dictionary, okay? I mean, I've said it before, therefore it's a legitimate word. Botchess with that really nice sequence. Into the fin. Kepsi de-essing. Going for this clean L-spin into the T-spin. Botchess simply out-pressured before he can get to the T. 1-0 for Kepsi. Kepsi misdrops that PCO a bit. Gonna be forced to tank a little at the start here. But Kepsi's still in an okay position. She can probably get out. As long as not too many misdrops happen. That was a bit of an S piece, but it's fine. It's fine. Botcha's going right now. Has this T-spin into another. And the perfect convert into 7-2 for the kill. Unfortunately, that T-skim is not going to save Kepsi in time. 1-1. Ooh, Botcha's getting that L dono. And all the way to the bottom of his board. Kepsi pushed up. Has the S-spin triple. Looks like Botchus is the one who's a bit higher up now. I mean, Kepsi has this funky T-spin dono. Prophesizing the next one. But Botchus is the one who's more clean right now. Is Kepsi going to be able to convert this? I mean, there's an O-spin there, but she just skims instead. Botchus a little bit of an L-spin. Into a Z-spin, into a T-spin, you know, typical stuff. Watch the 180 into... Okay, finally skims out of that sequence. You don't have that many mini TSDs. Watch just a bit of an awkward board state now. Nothing in O-spin can't fix. Botch just the really nice use of that 180 kick there to fix up his stack. Kepsi's still at the bottom for board, maybe looking to out-pressure Botchess, but she's just gonna skim down instead. Has that quad. At this point, Botchess is already, like, in a position where he can probably get out as long as he plays this right. Or, you know, the pieces don't hate him or whatever. This is looking scary for Botchess. Yeah, no, the pieces did in fact kind of hate him there. Oh no. Kepsi gets first PC in PCO. And second. Sheesh. Was that save T? Wait, no, that couldn't have been save T. I mean, no DCC firms, but like, doesn't even matter. Not like PC send much anyways. Both players fairly even, both fairly low. A bit of Nutritious pass through TM. Watch us going for that S-spin. Unfortunately, this is not Techmino. That T-spin does not work under NRS. But it looks like Botch is going to out-pressure Kepsi anyways. With a quick recovery. Sheesh. Kepsi going for this S-spin. Meanwhile, Botchess building up, skimming through to this TSS. Kepsi's the one with the lower board state. The Botchess just down stacks through it all, looking to send some counter pressure. This is Kepsi's cue to go down, but I don't think she's able to. No J-piece perms. Botchess with the center 4-wide, but then immediately misdrops. Looks more like a center fail wide. Owned. I am a sick master of burns. I be spitting fire. No, I don't. Don't quote me on that. Anyways. Capsy did pressure Botchess with the weird 4 wide, but didn't really send anything back. Now Botchess at the bottom of his board manages and finds the PC, the gone fishing quad PC. Botchess finds another one. Since this is Nutris, Capsy doesn't immediately die, but Botchess with the still PC parity has that almost RNG count to 4, and then still PC parity, that eyepiece. You don't need 10 pieces, it's 11 because of the eyepiece. Real. Botchess has a freaking TSD into the... Oh my god, Botchess. So many PCs, but it sends nothing. Capsy is fine. I mean, I guess when the perfect clears are perfect, like, being perfect is so overrated nowadays. We need some imperfect clears. That's I think Nutris says a lot about how people are acting too perfect these days. Like, we need to understand that nobody's hashtag perfect, and that buy our products now anyway so you can be perfect. Botch is managing to outpressure Pepsi, not even needing that L spin. Both players TKI into a slightly different second TSD. Pepsi is a bit of an awkward board state. Tries to clean it up with that S spin into this T spin. Botchess keeping the 7-2 going. Finds that quad into TSD. Perfect conversion from Botchess. Instead of going for the TSD, Mare skims through with that mini TSS. Might pan out for Botchess more because it's more safer. Meanwhile, Capsy stuck at the top of the board, but finds that S-spin to put Botchess in an even rougher position. Both players survive. Oh, but is Botchess going to make it out? Botchess has that down stack, the SZ into the eyepiece. Looks like Botchess is going to be okay, but Capsy is still sending here with that TSD. And Botchess is unable to cycle to the eyepiece in time for that count to 4. That's going to be 4-3. No. Halfway through the set. And both players are in fact playing Nutris. I know, shocker. I mean, Capsy, that J-Skim, I mean, so far Botchess is the one with the more pressury board. But Capsy, I think Capsy can easily just go down here and counter. Botchess hitting the J-Spin single into TSD. Bit of a float, but ooh, misdrops that Z-spin. Faces it up with a fin. I mean, they said fin to win, but what happened to going on lands, people? Capsy finding that Z-spin into the quad, right as Botchess's board. Looks like it's straight out of a modern art museum. Capsy ties it up 4-4. Being the last set of the day, whoever wins this probably is going to win the whole tournament. I mean, Capsy is like, what, a 1-point diff on Botchess, but like if Botchess just wins this 7-6, then like it'd be tied and Botchess won, so it wouldn't matter. So like, you know, basically whoever wins this wins. Ooh, Botchess. Fortunately, no sound stack. Capsy sending a lot and taking the lead. Botchess is on the proverbial Botchess ropes right now. That made sense. Finding the totally legitimate L spin. Botchess is looking clean right now. Capsy managing to DS to that well. Finds a little combo into another one. Botchess had that L spin into the freaking scuffed STSD, taking the what, J into S spin. You can do that with normal STSDs, and it looks like you can do it with 1 in 10 to STSDs as well. Botchess really making use of that right there. Excuse me. Botchess finding the L spin single. Capsy trying to find that pressure. You can't quite build up that Z-spin. Gonna have to skim out, letting Botchus get out of that situation. Botchus going for the Kaidan. But Kepsi has a convert here probably, if she can just use it. Finds the S-spin into this TSD convert, but Botchus with this perfect 6 well as long as he can use it. Both players with really, really nice stacks right now. Kepsi, a bit of a cheese below that, but it's like, it's, you know, it's 2 clean wells. Still, looks like Botchus able to outpressure Kepsi in that instance. Kepsi could not cancel enough in time and simply just gets topped out. Botchus ties it up again. Only 2 points for either player to take it all home. Both going for these 7-2-ish LSD style stacks. Kepsi bails out with the Z-spin. Botchus bails out. Well, not exactly bails. Okay, now he bails out with the L-spin. But then he misdrops the next one. That's an awkward T-piece. Is Botchus going to be able to get out of this situation? It doesn't look like it. Kepsi on match point. If Kepsi wins this, it's all over for Botchus. It's so Jover. Will Botchus be able to activate Humming Breaker perms? Botchus has that TSS into J-spin double. But Kepsi having that down stack to cancel too. The J-spin at the top of the board. It looks like it's going to work out for Kepsi. She's now all clean now. Down stacking everything. Finding this S-spin triple. Botchus is still going full send at the bottom of his board. But now he's finally tanking some garbage. Kepsi with a really nice S-spin single into quad convert. Botchus is still completely clean. Never mind. He gets garbaged. Society. Ooh, Botchus almost messed up that Z-spin, but it's fine. We have 1A to fix those kinds of situations. Botchus finding that 180 TSD, really pushing Kepsi to the top. Into a incomplete TSD. Looks like Kepsi's able to down stack, but she's still pretty high up. Finds this S-spin single to try to eke out some extra stuff. Force the down stack, taking the triple. Botchus is on the offensive right now, but Kepsi has a pretty decent shot to get out, and get out she does. Finding the S-spin to basically confirm that. Botchus a bit of an awkward board state, but finds the Z-spin into a bit of down stacking into the T-spin to get out of it. Kepsi's looking really nice here. Just a few more pieces and she gets to that quad well. But why does I say that Botchus gets down too? Both players a little bit of all spin. Botchus with the L into TSD. Really nice dono setup there. Speaking of that dono setup, the L spin dono is going to be too much for Kepsi. It's freaking Humming Breaker 6-6. And I'm sorry, I accidentally touched my mic again. I really need to stop doing that. Botchus has TSD. Both players looking pretty clean. Kepsi with that S-spin. Botchus forced to the top. Has that TSS quad to cancel though. Into it. The TSD quad to cancel on Botchus. Very nice clutch. Forcing Kepsi all the way to the top, and it doesn't look like she has the pieces. Botchus taking the round 7-6. GG. And that, people, was your 30th iteration. 30th. TH sounds, am I right? Iteration of Fusion. Yeah, I think Botchus wins this. Yeah, Botchus wins. Botchus takes it home with that set. Very close. Very close first and second. And yeah, that's Fusion. I know, it is kind of short, but that's because more people need to sign up and on time. cough looking at you, Lucas Racco. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our 3 players for playing today. More people on Full Throttle Nuctris. Oh my god. We need more advertising. Do we need to call it Nukertris? Does that bring more people? I don't know how it works. Mm. And yeah, that's our tourney today. Raids. I see Stafor, SB, Wumbo. Any Wumbo raiders? Real slash raid Wumbo. Wait, this is the wrong Wumbo. You didn't see that. I fake Wumbo. Yeah, I totally didn't enter anything like that. Nope. Real Wumbo. Guys, we figured out who's the Wumbo imposter. Any sussy Sundayers? Anyways. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for players for playing, and you know, something exclamation point Discord, improve fusion turnout rate, please, begging. Also donate, because you know you can do that. Support Flower Petal's dwindling wallet, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one, which is tomorrow, Stratosphere, Sunday, same time. I know TWC isn't on, but come on, people, we need better turnout. OMG. Okay, I'll stop. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye. Cage.